Hello, this is Five. Today's episode is about things not turning up how you wanted them to originally, which I think is something everybody has had happen to them or struggles with or whatever. And this kind of happened to me, and I'll use an analogy for this. I think it's the most relatable one or the most easy to understand. Like obviously you understand you want something to come out one way and it doesn't, but I think there's more of a message behind it, which is what I'm going to talk about. So think of it this way, right? Anybody can do this. Do this right now if you want. Get a piece of paper, think of something to draw, say, I don't know, a dog. And if you're not someone who draws frequently, like if you draw frequently, it probably doesn't apply to you, but it still has. So you already understand. Get a piece of paper and try to draw a dog, right? You can think of what you're gonna draw or what you think it's gonna look like in your head. You're like, oh yeah, you think of this like perfectly drawn, nice rounded edges, perfectly drawn dog. But then you actually draw it and it's like not at all even close to that, and it's kind of bad. Doesn't mean it's actually bad, it's just not good compared to what you think it is. Which also it says something about setting unrealistic expectations, but also we don't see the good in something because we like expected better, or I don't know. But like just because you didn't draw it exactly how you pictured doesn't mean it's necessarily bad. Like let's say if it's graded 1 to 10, right? And you thought you could draw a 10, but in reality you drew a 7.5. You might be a little upset, like, damn, I thought I could draw a 10, but it's like you're not even thinking of the fact that you still drew a 7.5, and that's the average person draws a 4, and it's like that's good. And that's kind of what happened with me yesterday with my 100th video. I kept thinking about it all week, like, oh yeah, it's gonna be this grandiose, fucking great video. It's gonna be like a great video and put all this effort or whatever into it, but that's not like this part matters as much, but that's not really what the channel's about, and I didn't. At the end of the day, I didn't. I just freaking, I made my video, I talked about whatever, and it really sucked. It was a terrible video, I'm not gonna lie. It was worse than most of my, like, I think a lot of my videos recently, I've been proud of myself. I've been thinking I've been doing good. And that video, I was just like, yeah, that sucks. But it doesn't matter if it sucks, because there's something to be said about it, because I did this for 100 days. That was the whole point of the video. The point of the video wasn't making some stellar video documentary or whatever. It was me celebrating my 100th video, my 100th 5Mad, little 5-minute yap session that I do every day. And I did it. I didn't know if I'd get here. I thought about getting here from the very start. And I'm past day 100. Triple digits. That's insane. That's weird. That's wild. That's such a good thing. But because it wasn't this grand video I pictured in my head, I didn't care for it as much. Like, I still think it's good. I think it's important, but I just didn't think the video was good. Which was, I figured it'd turn out better. And guess what? It didn't. And guess what? That's fine. Because it's not about how my video turned out. It's about how me turned out, I guess. Like how this channel, what I did with this channel, everything that got me to this point. And I'm worried about the video. So it's like accomplishment that should be taken like as an accomplishment. It was important. It was good. Like amazing that I did that. I got this far. I'm proud of myself. But it wasn't what I expected it to be. So I'm just like, I'm beating myself up over it. And it's like, no, you don't need to do that. It's not about that. It's a really good thing. And I'm out here like, oh, but it wasn't this, it wasn't that. And it's like, it's a bad habit. It's not good to think about. There's nothing wrong with you for thinking about it. Everybody has that sort of thing happen to them. But it's just, that's the way it is. That's life. And I think they're already regenning. I just think if it's something you're aware of, like you're never gonna not have crazy expectations for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with having good expectations for yourself. It means you expect the best out of you. You want your best. It's just, don't, like, have high expectations for yourself, but don't have a bad look on it or a bad feeling with yourself or thinking you're a failure or whatnot if you didn't meet those expectations. I think that's what I'm getting at. Like this video, I think this video was really good. Just looking back now, I just wasn't scripted or anything. That was just me talking. That was good. Way better than yesterday's video. So it's like, just because one thing didn't work out the way you wanted it to doesn't mean something good doesn't come out of it. This video came out of it. It was on my mind because of yesterday's video. So, something to think about. That's 5.